right, Vikings Weekly. What we got? Wild Card Weekend. We're ready to go.
Yeah, man. All right, are we live? Are we doing this?
We're live. We're ready. We're going.
All right, bust down. Vikings playoffs, Wild Card Weekend. Annoyed that we have to play this week, but here we are.
We deserve to play this week, though. What are we talking about? We have more to prove.
Yeah.
It's scary to potentially get beat by a wild card team, though.
Well, yeah, because what has the narrative been the entire week? Oh, well, the Vikings needed a 62-yarder field goal to beat the Giants the last time. It's like, all right, we get it. We're the most hated team in the NFL.
Yeah, would it make you feel better if it was a 25-yard field goal? Stop with this. Stop with that. And what would make you guys feel good about it? You know what I mean?
Giants had a good season. Nobody has hated on the Giants this season. No one's really thrown hate towards Danny Dimes. They've gotten a lot of respect this season. And sure, they came out of nowhere, not out of nowhere, but they've really proven themselves as a team and an organization. But then they're obviously way more favored overall going into this than the Vikings. But
do you think people think they're gonna win? That's just the headline.
100%.
Yeah. I just talked to my neighbor. I had to go. I left my scissors at his place. We were doing a gift wrapping bullshit, and he's like, I walk in, I got my little Vikes J on, and he's like, bro, I got the Giants. I'm like, oh yeah, you got him +3. He's like,
also,
no,
a lot of people have to.
He's like, no, money line. I'm like, okay, you fuck.
Got it. Don't care. That drives me nuts. Do not tell me about your betting when you're talking to very loyal football fans. If I didn't really like the Vikings,
yes.
All right, whatever, that's fine. Yeah. But fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I don't care about
you. Hopefully you profit off of my tears.
Yeah, I don't care.
What's your feeling going into this though? Are you hesitant? Are you just cocky? Where are you at?
Here's where I'm at. I'm ready to get hurt, but I'm also I'm pretty confident. The last look at the Giants. They don't scare me. Their wins, the last 3 wins they won against Washington, Houston, and the Colts. Right.
So you're basically going John, you're going into this all your Tinder days. You have optimism, but you're kind of going in we know how this generally goes.
I mean,
that's a great analogy.
I'm open to getting hurt emotionally, kind of thing, but
I'm ready it's vulnerable in this relationship.
Right. I'm ready. Yes. That's kind of where I don't even know, guys. You guys get it. I'm feeling confident though. I think that I just, looking back at that game, they had no answer for Hawkinson or Jefferson. We were able to kind of do what we wanted. I know we kind of did some weird stuff. They exploited the middle of the field with us for a little bit there. But I think this team has weathered enough storm, and we've done enough to prove ourselves. And I think we take the dub, especially because we're at home. It's just,
yeah.
I have a hard time seeing how we lose this game. Right. I mean, go ahead.
Well, this is one of those moments where Jefferson has had obviously one of the best NFL seasons of all time, but this is those moments that he really cements himself into being a living Hall of Famer, right? You have to start stacking unbelievable playoff runs into being looked at as one of the guys. If you're going to be looked at as a Randy Moss, as a Jerry Rice, all that. And I think he wants to be graded with those dudes. He has to start proving himself in a game like this, or else everyone will go, did you even touch the playoffs? What even happened here?
Because Kirk Cousins is one of the most disrespected players in the league because he historically can't show up in primetime games and in playoffs. So that's absolutely true. If you're going to be true, regular season is one thing, but if you can't be that superstar when your team needs it in the playoffs, yeah, your legacy is going to fall for sure.
This is Kirk Cousins' time, right? 3:00 games are where he lives.
1:00.
Or is that a bad game?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I mean, we're kind of in between, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
I wouldn't read too much into it. It doesn't feel like a primetime game being in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's going to come down to the pass rush. Our defense has got to make some plays here. We can't just give up yards up and down the field like we have traditionally. We got to come out on the third and quarter and play well. We got to come out on the first quarter and play well. You know what I mean? Like, we got to come out strong. We cannot get behind early. I don't want to see some Jacksonville Jaguars dumb shit. I don't want that.
No.
Do we have Cam Chancellor this game?
Something's going on with him. Yeah, I was going to ask you guys about that. They said it's something serious personally. Did you guys hear about that? Kevin O'Connell in the presser, he's dealing with something very personal and serious.
Oh, well, that's
and so he was cleared. He was cleared physically, but now he's like he mentally is unavailable.
It's questionable. So
Bradbury is Harrison Smith, so that's good.
Harrison Smith is playing.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell hinted they're like, this guy is going to suit up. You know what I'm saying?
And then Dantzler is officially out.
Is he now?
Yep.
Wow.
Dantzler.
That sucks. I mean,
I don't know what is happening with that. Yeah. He's dealing with something.
Is that what was going on last week too?
Some mental stuff. He had a weird ankle. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so maybe it's personal, maybe it's mental. God, you wish you could just like give Harrison Smith's such a throwback guy. Like he's walking, talking CTE. Like he's playing in a playoff game.
Yeah.
Like he would lie and beg and do anything, or just like act like he didn't get knocked out just to make sure he can play one more play.
The dude is seeing double, and they're like, hey, and he's like trying to cheat it to like pass it, pass the test.
He's throwing money at like the trainers and just being like, dude, like I'll sign off like any NDA, like any liability. Like this will not carry your career.
He's getting towards the end. Like we're winding
right
Harrison Smith era for sure.
Like
he's one of the older guys in the league when it comes to his position.
Yeah,
he is.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Like this is it. This is it for these guys, and a lot of the team knows that. Like, Kendrick stuff maybe doesn't come back. Cook maybe doesn't come back. Thielen, they maybe send walking papers to. Like, damn, guys, like this is it. Do we really bring it back with Patty?
That makes me sad.
It does. I mean, but it's crazy. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like all in, guys.
Look at our guys, yeah.
Harrison Smith and Patrick P is not going to come back, dude. Like he's not. Like,
It is, but I mean, we have an old, aging defense. We actually do have some good young guys willing to fill in the gaps a little bit. We definitely got to get like some drafts in that. But I mean, this is the last hurrah. I think they can surround Peterson and Harrison and be like, hey, this is one of those where we have to show up for them.
This has been. Have you guys felt like this is the tightest team that we've had in a minute? Like,
yeah, for sure.
In terms of like how close knit they are and like the locker room feel a little bit,
and both sides of the ball. Usually, our defense has camaraderie, but our offense generally doesn't. This team has both sides of the ball.
Yep, for sure. I would really like to see, Danielle Hunter's ego come out a little bit because, how do we have this Pro Bowler that has really been so quiet during this season, and you're letting. Again, of course, like there is the camaraderie, but you're letting Patrick Peterson and Harrison Smith and Cam Dantzler be kind of like the shining moments of this defense. And even Eric Kendricks has stepped up significantly.
Duke Shelley.
Yeah. So you're like, Danielle, like what's happening here? Can you just like throw your ego out there and have like a fucking game that we know you can have?
And not only Danielle, which we're waiting on for him to blossom, but Zadarius, what have you been doing, man?
Yeah.
I was reading a Chris Thomason tweet. They're saying he says he thinks he's finally healthy now after he had a contusion in his knee. We're like, all right, man, like
because he came out swinging.
He's been warmed up here. Like, what's up?
He came out swinging early in the season. We're like, whoa, we have like a Pro Bowl guy. Like this can be unbelievable. And he's been napping.
He did nothing against the Pack. It was annoying,
Well, exactly, because the first game against the Pack, he was like, I signed with the Vikings so I can beat the Packers. And he was like the best fire energy. Game one, went out, was crazy. And then, who are you? What's going on?
He got dinged up with the knee. And I think our guys are healthy on the D line finally. It looks like Dalvin Tomlinson's playing. We got that guy, James Lynch back with a shoulder. So we're ready to go on the D line. No real injuries. I saw Asamo was a little dinged up for special teams, but again, I mean, he's our fourth in the pecking order. It sucks we don't have that Caleb Edwards guy. That would have been cool to see. We mentioned Dantzler, but I don't know. Like, I think the veterans come to play, and that's why I think we win this game. Is our defense has just too many dogs in the fight. You know what I mean? Like the Harrison Smiths of the world, the Patrick Pease of the world have got to come out and make plays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think the other two, like we mentioned, the D ends have to make it weird for Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Zadarius Smith did get selected to the Pro Bowl.
He
Kind of a
did.
sleepy year for a Pro Bowl, but I guess he has like just one of those names where you just get like kind of thrown in a hat.
Yeah, it's like fucking fan voting. You're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
The NFL wasn't great this year in general. I felt like the quality of play was very low. We've discussed that a lot.
It was a fun season, like that, and that's what made it interesting. Is this Super Bowl is kind of up for grabs. I mean, Buffalo's looking real nice. Again, it's Miami, and they have a third quarterback and whatever. But
how about the Chargers? Chargers gonna Charger.
Yes.
Brandon Staley. This is my pick. I think Brandon Staley will be our defensive coordinator next year. How about that for a bold take? I think they fire his ass come Monday morning if they haven't already now.
Yeah, he's done some questionable shit throughout the season. I mean, even week 18, they had nothing in the game. Like they could lose the game, not a big deal. They're already clinched the playoffs, whatever. And they had Herbert playing the entire game. They had all of their starters in.
Mike Williams got hurt.
Yes, and you're like, what are you doing here? What is happening? It's just like, I get it. He's like a hard-nosed, well, this is a real football game. I like to play everyone. Like, no, give reps to your third string.
And if you watch that game, Josh Palmer is no Mike Williams. So that really hurt them in the game. They literally lost by like a field goals. Like that was the difference, was like that. And that's the thing with Brandon Staley. It's like you're a great X's and O's calling plays on defense, dude. But at the end of the day, it's like you have no business being an executive play caller in the NFL, dude. Like that.
So he's not head coach right now.
He's head coach. Yeah, they're gonna fire.
I love getting a head coach that's been like knocked back. That like their mainstays like defense, and then because then they finally realize like that's who they are. And that's the kind of defense coordinator I want. Like he's no longer, his family isn't thinking like, hey, maybe you'll be head coach one day. It's like, no, like everybody understands, like you had your chance. It's not happening. Like just be a defense coordinator for the rest of your life. That's the kind of guy I want.
It's funny on the Bills game this morning, they were talking about Leslie Frazier. And they're like, it's about his time to get his
no.
What do you mean his shot?
Must we forget how bad that was?
That's what I'm saying.
Let us not.
It's about
forget.
his time. I'm like, what do you mean,
dude?
Time?
No. This is like Dick LeBeau being the Bengals head coach and going 1-15. It's like you should have stayed with the Stillers. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, no. Leslie, it's like, dude. If someone takes a shot at that, dude, remember how bad that was with us? It's like, dude, you're not a head coach.
Leslie Frazier, he's a great D coordinator. You're like riding a great wave with the Bills. Like, if I was him, I would just be like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Let me just be a defensive coordinator. Let's take, like, look at Lovie Smith. Poor Lovie. Like, this guy can't keep a job.
Poor guy.
Can't keep a job.
You don't want to be like on that carousel where every single like year you're back into some like new exec's office being like, don't worry. And you have to like fake a sparkle in your eye of saying like, I got it.
You guys,
like,
can we talk about Kingsbury? Yeah.
Yeah. Like these guys are like, they're in their silver ages. Like they're almost retired. Shut up. Just like collect your big paycheck, be under like not under the scrutiny, but to go into these offices and like report to a 34-year-old, like go fuck yourself. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Can we talk about Cliff Kingsbury? What's his name? Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
This guy never had a winning record at Texas Tech, goes to the NFL, just falls on his face, and now he's on his way to Thailand. Do you guys hear about that?
The best thing I saw about that was someone said, wow, he really just said, fuck it.
Fuck it, we tie, baby. And that's it. just took a one-way ticket to Thailand, dude.
Why would
Literally
he
said
not?
that.
Because he has, you saw his house, dude. He has ridiculous living standards, and he knows he can't keep up to that in Scottsdale anymore. Like, he has to go overseas to keep up to that living standard, dude.
Dude, I hated him in the draft, flipping the camera and like in the pool with the feet up. You're like, dude.
I loved it. I love to see
liked
it, but
it.
you know that's a downfall. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this team isn't. Yeah, it should have been a harbinger of things to come. Like we should have known that was happening. Like that reeks of a firing. You know what I mean?
It's funny that it's such a headline because if I was fired and had $1 bazillion, that's exactly what I would do.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
cool, I'm getting away from my name plastered over Sports Center all day. I'm going far away, drinking like frozen cocktails. Like, bye. This is insane.
Thailand, dude, of all places.
Why not? Why not?
I mean, I'm at my in-laws' house right now, so I have a lot of things to say why he's probably in Thailand. I'm not going to say right now. He's probably got some problems.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for the game. I think we got this. Kevin O'Connell's got this. You know, how do you guys feel about him as a coach so far?
I love it. I think he's been great. I think he needs to also. I think he's such a player's guy. I am concerned
like
that
too much.
He didn't make the tough decision to cut our D coordinator early or like get in front of that. This is one of those things. It's like when we were like missing kicks in the preseason and we didn't cut our kicker. I can't even remember which one of all the shitty kickers that we've had that was. But it's like, you got to get out in front of this. This is a glaring issue that's been around all season. It's going to literally nip us in the butt if we're not careful. It is our only weakness right now. We don't even have a personnel problem on defense. We have a scheme problem on defense.
Yeah.
So
I would agree. Yeah, great take.
So I hope that he comes out. Maybe you just have to like run it through your first season, be like, yo, this is who we are. We're sticking it to the end. But I want to see him make really, really difficult decisions this year in the off season. Hopefully we literally win the Super Bowl. But even with that, there's still brutal decisions you have to make. It's like you win the Super Bowl, you still cut your coordinator.
Right.
It's like,
100%.
sorry, man. Like,
yeah, like
I would agree with that. I would like to see him drop if we lose this game, I would like to see him immediately drop the hammer on the DC. Like, boom, you're out. You're out. If we lose this game, that would be why our defense. It wouldn't be our offense. You know that. Like, it would be some weird stuff. Like, we gave up like 45 points and we couldn't stop them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I think that, we'll see how this next off season goes. But I'd like to. There will be a calling. There will be like a changing of the guard. With a lot of our dudes are going to get cut, and a lot of like the 19s, the 4s, like stuff like that. We might have
19 is going to go to position coach within 6 months of him getting cut. It's going to be awesome. Thielen's going to stay in the Vikings.
He's not signing with the Colts. It's not happening. You know what I mean?
No, he's not going to the Bears to do like some weird stuff there. It's not happening. He's staying in Minnesota. He's going to take up like just a nice little wide receiver coach. What happened, Katya?
Sorry, Josh Allen got into it with. They're like,
kick him out of the game,
huh?
Kick him out of the league. What do you do?
Oh my god, they're like getting after it. Holy shit!
With who?
Dude, I hope he gets.
I'm not watching.
I have no idea. Some Dolphins player, but like kind of like shoved Josh Allen, and Josh Allen like got in there, and then
was it Chubb?
If you touch if you touch the quarterback on anyone, your whole squad's gonna go. Or you hope.
Yeah, but Josh is trying to be that dog. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we ain't backing down. Like, come at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
They should.
I do like Josh Allen a lot. His swag is unreal. By the way, Diggs is having a game right now too.
Yes. So is James Cook.
That's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Dalvin's got to just get a little weird with it. Like, listen, my brother cannot upstage me. I'm getting zone.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, you know how sibling rivalries are. Like, I'll be the first to admit it. It's like, dude, your little brother scores a tutty. It's like you're not sleeping until you get 3. You know what I mean? Like, dude.
Right.
All right. So predictions on the game today. How we feeling?
I'm nervous.
This is our defense, man. Yeah.
No. 24. 24-14. I'm gonna give it to us. I'm gonna give us a little room.
Okay. I'm gonna go like 30, 35, like 24, something like that.
Dude, that's my same
Still give
exact
up
pick.
points.
Really?
That's my same exact pick. Yes. 35-24. 100%. That's us today. We get out early. We try to hang. We do the bend but don't break.
And
It gets a little scary.
they come back behind a little bit, and then it's like, oh,
I think we go up 14-0, and then or 14-3, and then we hold on for a while. The game gets dicey. Obviously, third quarter, we love to see the game get close, and then we have to stretch it back out.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is it.
Hey.
We do not know how to feel about this team. If we come out and manhandle them, then I've never been so confident we're going to the Super Bowl, right? But if we come out and
I'm never confident
and lose, it like doesn't surprise me. Like I said, I'm ready
every week. I don't think this tells
if we win like 24-7 or 24-3, my ego is going to be in such a weird place.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the whole starting roster's jerseys, just put it all on credit, and just be ready to rock. Hey, Vikings Weekly is going to Scottsdale. We're going to be out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday with live shows. We'll also have some name drop shows, some Purple Banter lives. But we're
John Street will be walking around the plaza making friends. You know what I'm saying? I'll be throwing the little like the ball through the hoop. We'll play that game, right? We're going to do all the little like ring toss stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And I think we're renting an RV to get out there.
Oh my God. And then
how do we feel?
We're gonna do our best and utmost to get players on this, go
100%.
live. I gotta work out a live mic situation, kind of like no gas, no brakes, whatever.
No, we can put you man in the street. We have all that. We have all that man in the street.
Okay,
do you guys know all gas, no brakes?
Shirt today. How do we feel? I'm nervous. I always have like my stuff, but I rolled with like a small local brand fangirl MN, and I don't know. I'm
that's sick.
Nervous.
That's sick. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. The cursive, it's nice. It has a retro feel to it, you know?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, like a little old school Vikings. All right, I gotta get to Barney's. Hold on.
Okay, that's where you're watching it. Enjoy.